Crow virtual pub. Now, we usually do this on a Friday. I've got some big plans tomorrow. I've got some really, really big plans that I've got to try and keep under my hood for until it's done. It's really exciting. Tomorrow's going to be a really exciting day. But of course, I won't be here. I won't be here tomorrow for Friday night's Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hence, we're doing it today. Matt Williams, George, how we all doing? How we all doing? Let's pour a beer, shall we? So I was up Lidl today. I bought their craft beers and bought some Vice beer. Bought some Vice beer whilst I was there. We got 18 people into the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Can we hit the like button a little bit just to try and build the numbers? I know it's a Thursday. I know it's a weeknight. But hey, we can try and push a little bit, can we? Thursday is the start of my weekend, so this is perfect. Says Joey. Good evening all. Beer number one says Soul Lizard. How are you doing, Soul Lizard? Thank you very much for all the wonderful comments this week. And Stephen Melia, even aside all of the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I've had some wonderful comments this week by lots of you. Christine is another one who gives me some wonderful comments on the videos. I really appreciate your feedback. I really appreciate your support. I really, really do. Fantastic. Well done, George. Doing great, and of course, yeah, no worries. So 33 people tuned in. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. Is it? I've got to be up really early in the morning, building 100 people watching. Hopefully, I know. Again, I'll mention it one more time. It's a Thursday night. It might not be. It might be a case that everybody got loads to do, and you know. It may be a bit of a... But saying that, we've just doubled our viewership. On a Thursday night. It's not bad. So if you can hit the like button, can we do 30 likes to start off with? Hello, Top Shelf. How you doing? Hello, Adam. How you doing? Can we do 30 likes? Hit the like button down below. See if we can get to 30 likes. See if we can boost this stream a little bit. 64 people tuned in with 18 likes. There's a like button down below, a like button and a dislike button. So if you hit the like button down below, we'll be able to get us hopefully to 30 likes, 21 likes, 9 likes to go. Looking forward to seeing the bunker progress, exciting progress. Giallo, yeah, absolutely, Christine. Yeah, lucky for me, I'm not working at Waitrose until Saturday, so you're okay. We done 33 likes in the end. Mel, hello, Simon, long time. How am I doing? I'm doing okay, Mel. I'm doing okay. Evening, Simon. How am I doing? Lee W. How are you all doing? Now we've warmed up the stream. 77 people tuned in. Steve Jeffrey, Stone the Crow says Mel. Martin Moran says hello. So I'm going to get my first sip of beer. Gone with a little Vice beer. Fancy some of this tonight. So I'm doing a Prosecco for Christine. I've got another trip tomorrow. We're going to do part... Oh, do you know? Is it part 12? Can somebody help me? What was the Czech Republic Prague episode? Was Prague episode 11? Can somebody have a quick look for me? If Prague was episode 11, then episode 12 is being filmed tomorrow. And it's going to be a good one. It was episode 11. I completely forgot about this tonight. Hello, mate. How are you doing? Greetings from Nuremberg. Christian, how you doing? Christian Castile. Haven't heard that name in a while. Christian, we got 104 people tuned in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub as well. I'm going to open this door. It's a bit echoey. Try and get rid of the echoes. That is so much better. As soon as you open that door, the echo's gone. Nice and away to a lodge in a beautiful part of Scotland. with a suitcase full of beer. Well done, Simon Martin, for Prime Minister. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Evening, Trav. Evening, Trav. I enjoyed the start of the underground bunker video. That will be a fun project. So, little update on the underground bunker. I've cleared. Do you know I said I was clearing the top of the drive? Well, I drove a van today, went shopping, got ready, made some phone calls. Didn't do anything today, but I worked on it. What day's today? Thursday. So I worked on it Monday and Wednesday. I've cleared about 10 square meters. No, not 10. About maybe 5 square meters of soil. The Prague video was ace. So thank you very much, Steve Amelia. That ban is hilarious. Thank you very much, Costa. It's my like going grey, last ever chance to have long hair episode in my life. This is. How's my day been, Rob? My day has been drove a van. I was a man with a van today. Took a double fridge freezer, washing machines, just helping a neighbour out. Helped a neighbour out, a neighbour in need of a vehicle. So I rented the vehicle. They of course paid for it. Drove the van round Barry for a bit, delivering washing machines and whatnot. So at the end of the welcome, be able to relax. I'm in a bunker anyway. Do you know if there was some kind of attack, I just lay down by there. There's the level of the land there, so I would just lay myself down by there, and hopefully I'm underground a bit anyway, and you know we should be okay. So about 5 square meters I've picked, shoveled it. I got a wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow is so much easier. Last year I did it with 2 buckets. I moved 20 tons of soil last year with 2 buckets, and it took me 4 months, and it was hell, absolute hell. I got a wheelbarrow this time, and already I'm not just moving more soil, but it's making my life a hell of a lot easier. It really is. So happy days. Do you got a lot of damp then, Si, if you don't mind me asking? Adam, I wake up every morning mucusy. Every morning I wake up full of mucus, and I feel like that every single day. I'm the longest inhabitant of this house, probably since it was built. I've been in this house 23 years. The neighbours, the old neighbours who used to live around me, they've all passed away now, a lot of them. But they said your house, because it was built into the side of the hill, and it's just a solid stone wall, your house was lived in every 2 years. People would move in, 2 years, they'd move out again. They said we gave you 18 months. They said you were a youngster when you moved in, you were 20 years of age. We gave you 18 months. I smashed the house to bits. It was cheap as chips. This place was cheap as chips. And because it was cheap as chips, I was able to do stuff to it. So I've smashed it to bits. I've knocked walls out. I've put French doors in. I'm building bunkers. I've done a loft conversion. I previously had a drive, which I showed you all the other day. Big gates. Used to park my car on the drive. I've done loads to this place. And when you get up into the loft conversion, you can really feel the air. At the moment, there's the underground bit. It's quite humid. It's like a damp humidity. It's been hard work. Because there are times where I've gone, I could move out of here and give up on the place. But do you know when you hear that? Do you know when you hear that a place has been lived in every 2 years and people move out, I see it as a challenge. I'm like, right, I'm going to do this. And it's almost like a mini grand design now, isn't it? Where I've took on the challenge. I'm digging out all this soil. I could leave this in a far more positive position than when I moved in. And that's what I hold on to. That's what I hold on to. Rocky theme place, yeah. Long time no live. Lewis, hello Lewis, how you doing? Abby Devon Clue, Imperial, 7.5%, Stun the Crows, better than a 10 out of 10. It is a nice beer, that. Did you document the construction of the Stone Crow pub too? No, this used to be an outside area. This used to be just damp, wet, horrible place, and I put the conservatory in as well. I forgot about this conservatory. Built this conservatory as well. Second-hand French doors, second-hand windows, you know, new roof. Couldn't have the roof second-hand. New glass roof, but that was my biggest expense. Bowser, yeah, I would like to get the scarily spicy pizza when it comes out from Morrison's. The Redeem episode was great. Can I extend back onto the playground? Well, you know, I think to myself, you know, if the council don't want the land, then it's a possibility. Looking more like Simone. Absolutely, Wilson. Is that Wilson? Hello, Simon. Greetings from Hungary. Does such a thing exist as bunker beer? You know, we could make bunker beer, couldn't we? I honestly had no idea that the bar was so far below the surface. Yeah, so that plastic windowsill there, that's just a garden wall. That's just below is, and I talk about this all the time. But yeah, it's quite interesting. Quite an interesting building. Quite an interesting building. So I'm going to ask the question: where are you from? What are you drinking? Where are you from and what are you drinking? Come on, comment down below. Comment down below. George, school night tonight, so no kids tonight. They got school. Main Oktoberfest. Evening, Simon, when can you purchase, or where can you purchase Budvar Reserve? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe Google it. Maybe Google that one. Nottingham on the Erdinger, Hereford on the Paulaner, Glasgow drinking tea, Canada drinking Grolsch, Ascot near Windsor drinking Prosecco, Trimpton drinking Hobgoblin, Oktoberfest in Northumberland, Glasgow on the Iyengar, Liverpool on the Tiny Rebel, Oxford's on the cards for a video. Andrew Woods, I'd love to visit Oxford. Absolutely. Is there many craft beer there, Andrew Woods? Craft beer bars. Virginia, Ebervale, Belarus, Coventry. Old Speckled End in Coventry. Wales on the Budvar, says Ross. Liverpool, don't drink. I mean, it's a virtual pub. You can come and drink water or Coke or lemonade, whatever you fancy. It's a virtual pub. You come to the virtual pub, you drink what you like. That's the thing. Prosecco, wine, anything you want. Faith in Futures, Doncaster working in Chichester. Dry night for me this evening until Monday with Mr. Lee Smith. Cool. That was Join Me on the Dark Side. Paul Gibbs is in Dudley. Mark Riley is in Fife in Scotland. Simon Martin from Prime Minister, of course, is in Glasgow. Or maybe, no, he's on holiday. So, beer number 2 for Saw Lizard. And Leicester on the West Indies Porter from Guinness. And that's Darren. Nottingham Beer Festival this week. Do you fancy it? Andy Farmer, I'd love to, but I'm really busy. Really busy. Where's the little beer review? When are they out, Lewis? Oh my goodness me, when are the little beers out? I don't even know. I may have to review on the weekend at this rate. Tomorrow's going to be such an exciting day for me. Ukraine drinking porter. I knew it'd be a massive structural undertaking, but could you build the underground bunker with a usable space on the roof to keep your garden area in use? TJ, that's the plan. That's the plan. Block and beam. Concrete on top of the block and beam. yeah, job done. Patio on the top. So bunker, topside area, maybe with some fake grass or something up there. Sam Adams. Middlesbrough, enjoying a nice Paulaner. Oh, I love a Paulaner. Craig shut in Middlesbrough. I've never been to Middlesbrough. That's another place. Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Newcastle. Never been up that way. I'd love to go up there and spend 3 days travelling around Sunderland, Middlesbrough, Newcastle, come back down again. Put the videos on YouTube. What's the bar you went into called Locker with the tank over? That was the best beer I ever had in there. Paul, where was that to, Paul? Was that in was that in Czech Republic? Right, I want to build up this live stream. Can we do 100 likes? Can we hit the like button 36 times? It was in Prague with a tank. I don't remember a place with a tank. The tank bar with the actual tanks of beer, not an actual big tank. The Beer 91 is off work today for my birthday. You can see some Stoner Crows opening. Cheers, Simon, and everyone else. Faith in Futures, Northern Monk, meant to say, but you know. I knew that. Dave in Doncaster. I thought it was Faith in Futures. 25 likes. Come on, hit the like button down below. 25 likes for 100 likes. Happy birthday to Beer91. Happy birthday to... Right, 19 more likes. 19 more likes. Come on, hit the like button down below. 17 more likes. 17 more likes for our first 100 likes of the night. I understand fully that it's a Thursday. I really do. 3 tanks behind the bar. That was a Budvar bar. Mentioned digging a bunker for more views than likes. 88 people, come on. 88. Hello all, I'm on the Champagne 1698, good beer. 90 likes, 10 more likes to go. 10 more likes to go, come on. 10 more likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub for 100 likes. $93. 7 more likes to go. 7 more likes to go. Come on. Hi, have you tried the Seabook Fire Eater crisps from Lidl yet? Joel, they're already on YouTube. I reviewed them a long time ago. They're bonkers. They are bonkers hot, them crisps. Whew. Crazy hot. 4 more likes. 3 more likes. 3 more likes to go. 100 likes. 100 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Push the likes, guys, says David Walton. Cracking a Vice the fan of Helles now, says Top Shelf Craft Beer Reviews. Wonderful, absolutely wonderful. 126 people tuned in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I understand it's a Thursday. It might pick up. Have I tried Dragon Stout? Yeah, I've had Dragon Stout. Nice beer. Where is it from? Oh, where's it from, Dragon Stout? It's like a Caribbean style beer, isn't it? Or based beer. I tried that Green King IPA the other day, only £1, but good lord, it was bad. Tasted like drinking copper. Terrible, isn't it? Pirate beer. Jamaica is made, is it? Ah, there. Where's everyone from? What are they drinking? Says to me, and I went in Colorado. He's on the Lawson's Super Session IPA. Joined me on the dark side, says picked up the Brewdog Rum Stout. Did you like it? I liked it. I thought it was good. For a Brewdog beer these days, I thought it was very good. Also a large order from left field. Can't wait to polish them off. Ain't Dragon Stout from Johnny James Deal. Sebastian, I don't know. I'm sure it's from Jamaica, isn't it? Yeah, they are. Karate night tonight. Bowl of stew now and a baguette for my daughter. She's an instructor now on a Thursday night. She's an instructor on a Thursday night, aren't you? Come and say hello.
I'm a helper now. I'm not a coach. Well,
a helper.
I'm not really an instructor. I think I'm just a helper. So.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah. I
Go.
know.
Go and get your tea. I made stew tonight. Made a nice big bowl. I watched a YouTube video and I put into YouTube tender beef stew. Because whenever I make beef stew, I always make the beef tough and horrible. So I googled how to tenderize. And you got to fry it first. You got to fry it first. So that's what I did. Fried it first. Simon, when you're going to review the blade kegs that you've not done yet, there's a few now. Andrew Shepherd. Right. I am going to probably do them before Christmas. I've just been so busy with the out and about videos. Been so busy. Brewery van Steenberg, Pirat beer, 10.5% ABV. You would like it also, Tony. Great beer. Always available in Lidl at Christmas time. It's a great beer. That should have been a YouTube vid. What, the karate? Paul Major, spot on. Top tip, Simon, to get tender beef, pour tea over it when frying. It will soak into it and make it really tender. My gran taught me that years ago. Tea, like a cup of tea over beef when you're frying it. Oh, there we are. That's a new one. I'll try that. Simon, what do you think about Stone selling out? A real shame, but their beer had been declining since before the sale. One of those companies, I mean, I follow craft beer massively. I follow craft beer in a very big way. Very excited about it. Until they all started selling out. I thought we're going to see a big shift change in how beer was going to be produced and sold in the future, but it didn't happen. People just got too greedy and took the money, and then the big companies watered down the beer. And I just think to myself now, if I get really excited and support the little guy, and the little guy becomes a big guy, and then the big guy sells out, where does that leave me? That leaves me massively disappointed, doesn't it? So I've been on my guard ever since. I've been like I don't want to overly promote a brewery, even if their beers are terrific, because of the danger that they might sell out. And, you know, it's going to leave people like me who really like the beer, it's going to leave us high and dry, isn't it? How long are you growing your hair out, mate? Because only I'm jealous because mine's thinning out. Evan, I don't know really. I'm just kind of like seeing how it goes. I saw in your Prague video trip was absolutely fantastic. Could have watched another 2 hours. Bishop, thank you for so very much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for your kind words. I just chucked a load of stuff into our slow cooker to make a version of a Ukrainian borscht, but stew sounds good. Seriously, boil up a nice cup of tea and pour it, about a quarter of it over the beef while it's frying. It works. Christine, I'll have to try that. On the tribute, it says Mike Barrett. Radim, yes, Radim. What a guy. What a guy Radim was. He was terrific. Am I doing a beer having calendar this December, Simon? I did last year, didn't I? I did them German beers. I can't believe it was nearly a year ago already. My goodness me. But I'll try and buy one, yeah, of course. Yes, I agree. It's a shame when beers get worse, but if you had the opportunity to be financially secure, you would take it. Yeah, I suppose so. If somebody coming offer me a ton of money for the channel, what would I do? You know, what would I do? Been loving the travelling videos, the in-depth videos of the breweries and seeing all the behind the scenes has been awesome. Thank you very much to Mia91. Am I coming to the Callum Beer Festival next week? If I'm invited. it's funny. I get invited to more places abroad these days than I get invited in the UK. I don't know why. Maybe, oh well, who knows? A big hello from Norway. Thank you so much for the great videos lately. Alan, I hope you enjoy. It's been a real hard slog lately. A real hard slog on the channel. I'm really pushing. Christine tried some Belgian beers from Tesco. Can't remember the name, but it was very expensive. £3.50 for a 330ml bottle, but it was really nice beer. I'll have to write the name down next time. May have been, it was Westmalle. Westmalle, I think, is in Tesco at the moment. There's some crackers in Tesco, there really is. Watching from Merthyr Tydfil, mate. We just built my bar out in the garden, enjoying the channel. Ricky Hopkins. Best beer you've had so far in 2022. Demir 91. Best beer I've had in 2022. That's a really good question. Do you know what? I don't know. And do you know what I'd like to say as well? Can't remember the last time I reviewed an Imperial Stout. What's all that about? I've been thinking about it. I need to get myself a really decent Imperial Stout. I've not reviewed an Imperial Stout for many moons. Many moons. Good evening all and cheers. Bob13 says, my gate dog bolter. Daniel Bell, hello, sorry, side working at the moment. Cheers all. Hello, Daniel Bell. Cheers, Daniel Bell. Well, you got to work, Simon, you need a trip up to Wild Child Brewery, open day next year. It's the last one for this year on Saturday. They got 12 beers on. Sounds really good. Evan Buckley, how long will I be on tonight? Well, it all depends. If we have a ton of viewers, then I'll stay on. But I've got a really early morning in the morning and I'm driving. So Friday nights are always busy, of course. It's Friday. I can't do Friday night tomorrow, so I'm doing it Thursday. If it just turns out that there's a lot of people who have to work and there's a lot of people who can't really kind of do this tonight, then I'll probably have a few beers with you guys and just, I'll say I'm off to make my video tomorrow. It's the next episode of Beers and Bars and Breweries In, so I'm filming that tomorrow. It'll probably be out Tuesday, Wednesday next week. I like to give them about a week or so before I film the next episode. But it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a really good one. I never thought that the series would be as successful as it is, to be honest with you. It's been really successful. Norway, Czech Republic, even Cardiff, doing 25,000 views. I was like, whoa, what's that all about? Swindon did well. Bath did well. They're all doing really well. Bristol did 28,000 views. It was just tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Really good. So how are we all doing then? What have all of you lot been doing this week? Have you all been busy? Comment. Yeah, Daniel, but I'll let you know, mate. My 19-year-old son's currently operating a 10-ton cat excavator this week, loading tip trucks. They're excavating 4 times your backyard every hour. It breaks my heart, Travis, because that's going to take me months. To dig out by hand. And they're moving that every hour. Wow. It's just, you can't even comprehend it, can you? Savarios, hi Simon, I loved your video about the Czech Republic. I'm very curious to see your latest project. Will you use a jackhammer? Sledgehammer. I've got a sledgehammer, a pick, wheelbarrow, 2 shovels. Yeah. So what I'm thinking of doing is cutting underneath the drive, the hard stand of the drive, maybe 300 mil, 400 mil, letting it overhang, and then smacking it with a sledgehammer, breaking bits off at a time. That's my plan anyway. That's my plan, is to break up the drive by digging underneath it. Dig under by, say, that much, smack it with a sledgehammer, dig under, smack it with a sledgehammer, just break it up in pieces, you know. Went to Howling Hops and Crate Brewery last week. We'll head to a couple more in East London tomorrow. Well done, Mark. How's the outdoor area? Have you come any further? Alan, we're getting there. About 5 square metres I've moved. Went to, evening all, Simon Wood. Simon Wood's in. Hello, Simon Wood. How are you doing, Simon Wood? Working, trying to keep Waitrose customers happy. Our poor darlings can't even shop themselves now. They need personal shoppers. Lol. It's bonkers, isn't it, Christine? I went into Next probably 10 years ago now, and someone come up and they said, "Do you want to hand me your shopping?" And I was like, "What? Do you want a hand going through choosing and seeing what you want to buy?" And I was like, "No, I'm browsing." But she said, I'm a what did you just call it? A shopping helper or something? I couldn't think of anything worse. If you come to Callum Island Beer Festival next week, I'll buy you a pint. Darren, well done, Darren. Thank you very much. So you have a Peter Gabriel for your project. Simon McEwen's Champion, 7.3% ABV. Get a review of the bottle, as I was really disappointed in the can the other week. A few of M&S Belgian Lager tonight. Regards and best wishes for you and the good lady. Arc Audios. Simon, why did you buy stuff from Lidl for the latest? Why did you buy stuff from Lidl for your latest project? What, the Lidl craft beers? They were just a little craft beer festival. My sledgehammer come from Lidl. What else come from Lidl? My twin paddle mixer, cement mixer thing come from Lidl. Weatherspoons of an ale festival, £1.99 a pint too, worth looking at. Cool, right? I'll have a look. Geordie Explores, evening all. Thank God the week is nearly over. Having a cheeky waste of Fana or two tonight. Just finished on the last of my double maxim. The double maxim. What a cracking beer that is. Double maxim. Have I reviewed any Cloudwater beers recently? I haven't. I need to get round to it. What's his name? The main guy in Cloudwater. He came up to me at Seba X. Come up and he was really chatty, and we chatted for about 20 minutes. Really nice guy. Yeah, I can't remember his name now. Little doing an Imperial Stout. I've reviewed it last year. The Imperial Stout's done. What's the original Holsten Pils from Hamburg taste like? I had it in Hamburg. It was lovely. Holsten Pils in Hamburg was great. I remember that last year. Sainsbury's have some amazing new beers in. There's a 750ml, 7.9% golden ale for £4 and a £4 750ml wheat beer. Is there really? I'll have to have a look. Smash the like button, close to 150, get the doors open to the Stone Crow. Can we do 150 likes? 150 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. I'm going to get another pint out my little mini fridge here. Simon Wood with the first super chat of the night. Simon Wood with a £5 super chat. I'm not sure if you're going Fred Dibner or Fred Flintstone. Fred over the hair. Fred Flintstone with the bunker. What do you think, Simon? What do you think of the bunker? Do you like it? Hi Simon, hope you're well. Having a more beer company Ollie Canner. It's a session bitter. It's not. Oh, not really enjoying it. That's a shame. That's a shame. I got an event. I got an event with More Beer Company on the 28th, 29th, Friday. It might be the 28th or the 29th. It's a Friday night anyway, about 2 weeks' time. We're launching I keep calling it Young Freddy. It's called Steady Freddy. Steady Freddy Walker. I can't wait. Thanks for the super chat, Simon Wood. Thanks for the super chat. Oh, we got another super chat. Love the idea. Thank you very much, sir, for the idea. We got another super chat. From Michael Richards. £8.99. This might just cover a pint in Salisbury. Oh, yeah. I think Michael remembered from last week. I think we already talked about it last week. That we were going to Salisbury. I think we did actually, because I haven't mentioned it tonight. But thank you for the super chat. Do I have any heating in the bar? And now it's getting cold at night. We got a little heater down here, but at the moment I'm in a t-shirt and shorts. Out here in the conservatory. It's a little nippy, but I'm dancing around. I'm all excited. I'm keeping warm, so I'm all right. I'm all right for now. Here in Ascot, it's £12 for a pint of premium beer on my local. It was £8 a pint last month. Crazy inflation. £12 for £8 to £12 a pint. Jeez, wow. Stephen Ball, Tarzan's got a drink. How you doing, Steve, mate? How you doing? I'm glad you've tuned in. I'm glad the hair's getting longer. How was Greece? Did you enjoy it? Thanks for tuning in, mate. Really appreciate it. If you had to give me a beer or Mal, how soon would Mal... What? If you had to give up beer or Mal, I'd give up beer. I'd give up beer before I gave up Mal. Absolutely, I would. I do food and travel. another food and travel video on YouTube, series on YouTube. Bunker, food and travel. I give up beer before I gave up Mal. Have I used a physics machine much? Not really. I might get it out at Christmas, put a 750ml bottle of Belgian Blonde or something in there. It's okay for stuff like that, but I mean, you're not going to put a 330 in there, are you? What's the point? You just open a bottle of 330 and pour it in a glass. I don't see the point in a 330, but me, 750ml, yeah, just about. I think it was interesting to see how the taste was different when they were poured differently into the glass. Yeah, absolutely. Simon, you need to travel to Ireland, guaranteed good times. Christine, I've been to... Belfast. I had Dublin stuck in my head then. Stuck. I've been to Belfast, Kilkeel, Newcastle. Lovely. Really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
160 people tuned in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad for a Tuesday night. And we got 147 likes. 147 likes. How does Pilsner Urquell compare to Budvar? Loved your Czech Republic vlog. I drank the two. I drank Pilsner Urquell and I drank Budvar. I suppose the best way to describe this is if you like a more bitter Pilsner, then choose Pilsner Urquell. If you prefer a slightly sweeter lager, then choose Budvar. That's the way to go about it. I like them both. I like the both beers. Someone was wondering about opening another beer, and then saw you were online. Thanks for deciding, Magnus. Well done, Magnus. Simon Wood, you need to go to south of the border and experience great food, hospitality, and very late nights. Thanks, Simon Wood. Demir, sorry, you need to make a trip across the pond. We got some amazing beer for you. Demir 91 it's well on my list. It's well on my list to come and see. America. Oh, America. Eminem, wasn't it? America. My wife saw that I had been to M&S to buy some Paulaner earlier and immediately asked if it was the Stone Crow night. My guess. Your wife knows. That's amazing. Isn't that amazing? I like a Friday. This gives me a chance to... I've never filmed on a Friday before. Never filmed. Never done one of these series on a Friday. It's always been like Monday or Tuesday. Maybe Wednesday. Never Friday. Normally I'm finishing for the weekend on a Friday. But it'll be great. It'll be absolute. I'm dead excited. Good evening and cheers to everyone, says Andrew Smith. Fascinating video on your... Yeah, we'll be doing any updates. Kevin, yeah, plenty of updates. Plenty of updates. It should be good. It should be really good. You come in for a pint? I can see Mal just there. Do you want to see Mal's doing the dishes? There she is. Mal's doing... Oh, I thought that tickled me, that did. That tickled me. With the winter coming, I've found I'm really getting back into dark English ales and ports and stouts. Once I finish these Whites of Fanners, I think I'm going to do a dark ale stock up. Geordie, enjoy, Geordie. Christine says hi to Mel. Lots of people saying hello to Mel. Does Mel have a Mel back? No, it's work night tonight. Mel don't drink on a work night. How much was the food in the Czech Republic? It was, you know, I think it was about the same as the UK, to be honest with you. £5-6 a meal, £7 a meal, £8 a meal, something like that. Peter Talk says, she put one finger up, she wants one beer. Dean really enjoyed the Tenby video. Really enjoyed that, Tenby. Just about to crack Vocation Love and Hate. What's your thoughts on it? Love and Hate? I like it. It's good beer. Yeah, so 184 people tuned in at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. What's everybody been doing this week? We all got one more day to go, haven't we? One more day to go. Do I have a route plan for tomorrow? No. I'm actually starting off. My sister-in-law's taking me round. And then my brother-in-law is going to join us about 2:30 in the afternoon when he finishes work. And then we're just gonna kind of just scoot about Salisbury. I'm gonna have halves in each pub because there's so many blooming pubs. I won't be able to finish. If I drink a pint in every pub, I won't be able to finish. After Haggerstone Castle, amazing, absolutely amazing. Haggerstone Castle. I have to have a little look at that one. Where's it to, Haggerstone Castle? You going to come and say hello, Mel?
No.
Work night for Mel. Work night tonight, so she's not coming out. Watch the video today. I'm going to call that the ladder a success. That's propped up against the wall. Thank goodness, only one more day. First meeting today at 6:30 a.m. So I complained. Kindly, they have moved tomorrow's meeting to 7 a.m. Mr. Simon Wood. You can have a couple of pints tonight, can you? You can have a couple of pints. Oh, Reg, we're actually going to the mill. We are actually going to the mill where all that kind of happened. And there's also a craft beer bar that I want to film in. That should be pretty cool. Pretty cool to see. Sipping a Verdant double IPA, currently possibly the best brewery in the UK. Matthias, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Great brewery, Verdant. Great 2 halves with my... Yeah, that's it. 2 halves to the super chat, Michael Richards, absolutely. How many pints can you drink on a crawl if they're about 20 minutes apart? See, I get all messed up, I do. Bath, I nearly got into big trouble in Bath. I nearly couldn't stay awake. Thing is, if you remember the Bath video, it started with a flight of beer. We had Arthur had a flight, I had a flight, and it was like, and then you're off to the next pub and the next, and then you can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel yourself falling down. You can feel yourself but you can't stop it. You can't stop it because you've got so many places to see and do. And you're desperate to get to as many pubs as possible. And it was the flight. Bath was the beer flight. It was that beginning. It was too much to start with. Brutal beers in Bath with Arthur Daly. Steve Mealy, yeah, absolutely. The first time I didn't have a couple of pints the night before, they said, you're not yourself. To which I could only reply, so why are you telling me? Arc Audios has been watching Scottish football teams getting tanked this week. Few decent beers took the edge off the embarrassment slightly. Arc Audios, now, I used to love football. I mean, absolutely passionately. It used to ruin my weekend when my team lost. Do you know what's been really liberating for me? Is not following football as much as I did. Because there's an awful lot, unless you're supporting someone like Man City that win all of the time, then there's a 50% chance that your weekend could be ruined. But I still have that urge. To put on Football Focus or the Sky. I just sit, it's quite nice just to sit and watch the scores coming through, you know. Watching them all have a bit of banter. I quite like that on a Saturday afternoon. But I try and promise myself not to beat myself up too much when my team's losing. But it's a difficult thing to do. It's a real difficult thing to do. So I've kind of pulled back a little bit. I've kind of like tried to not have as much interest in it. Ashley, yeah, I will, mate. A few pals play, some used to, closer to it. Pal does the footy on the telly. We need to set up a GoFundMe so Simon can buy the spare wine bottle and drink it. It's 1,700 years old. Roman wine. Really? Oh my goodness me. I saw the export to Norway. If you come to the UK, get down to their tap room in Penryn, Cornwall. Also, the seafood bar in Falmouth is amazing. Or Verdant. You're talking about Verdant Brewery. Yeah. Simon Martin, Prime Minister, is in. He is in. I've seen him a couple of times. This is fantastic. This Thursday Stone Crow reminds me of the classic Tuesdays. Yeah, to me and I, we've been doing press-ups now. He's not a fan of Heineken. Yeah, no, neither am I. So who's my team? Alan. Cardiff City. Cardiff City, so I'm kind of more upset than I am happy. I love it when they win. I love it when they win. It makes my weekend. Hello, Jess. How you doing? Hello, Jess. I really do enjoy it when they win. But I used to get so annoyed. Like, but I just don't anymore. I just don't get annoyed anymore. I just go, oh, well. Any more work on a bunker? Everyone's really interested in this. Yeah, I've moved about 5 square meters. I've moved about 5 square meters of soil. I've had a frustrating week. I'm the type of guy. So I made the decision on Saturday. No more walking. I'm going to start on the bunker. So Sunday night, I got my spanners out and I'm building the wheelbarrow. And I told myself in my head, I'm going to give myself at least 4 days. 4 days digging in with the bunker. 2 days. 2 days. Couldn't do it today. Driving a van. Couldn't do it Tuesday. I was aching. So my first day, I went out Monday, filmed that video Monday. I'm an Evertonian side, so I feel your pain. Stephen Milley, I used to like Everton. Yeah. My team in English football is Swansea. I know the 6 mile daily walk is over. Michael Richards. Yeah, I mean, but I'm like digging tons of soil in the garden, so it doesn't matter that I'm not walking 6 miles a day. So I filmed on Monday, put the camera away, went out, dig. And I came in like this. Ooh, let me get as close, like this. Oh, really sore, bad back, like bending, you know, when you're like twisting round and everything's like creaking and breaking. Woke up Tuesday morning, there was no chance. My hands were all kind of like and bear in mind, I only stopped in April. I only finished the first load in April. And my hands were tough as old boots then, I've had the summer off. And my hands have gone to soft. They're soft and jelly-like again. So I've got to build up the pads. You got to build up. They're kind of there. You can kind of see, but you got to really build it up so it's hard, tough skin. And then you can really get going, dig. Like you can, once you build yourself up to a level, your hands pad over. You can smash and you can work all day long. But you've got to kind of work into it. Part of me thinks that I should have started in September. I should have built myself up and I'd be ready now for the winter. But it's too warm. I can't work like with the sun on my back, like beating down on me, you know, digging 20 tons of soil out the ground. I'd rather do it in the winter where you go out and you're freezing cold, and then you're like, touch a cold shovel, you're like, maybe I'll go in the house and make a cup of tea. And then you go, no, I'm not going to go in the house and make a cup of tea and read a book. I'm going to get out there. And then the next thing you know, you're stripping off layers. Layers are coming off. You know, your hat's off, your jumper's off. You know, you're smacking the ground, you're banging the ground away. And next thing you know, you're in a t-shirt. I was out there last winter, -2, middle of the day. I'm in a t-shirt, smacking the ground out. You need a winch to get the soil up to street level. Michael Richards, yeah. What do you think will be the next hip thing in IPA? The next hip thing in IPA? Oh, I don't know. I used to give it a load of thought, you know. I used to give it a load of thought. And I apologise if a lot of you have tuned in just for beer. But I think the channels are... I'm not going to use the word evolving. It's not evolving, but it's becoming more about the things that I do now rather than like what specific beer style is really fashionable. And I know that sounds like the channel's called Real Ale Craft Beer. There was once upon a time that I'd be like, oh, you know, beer was everything. Absolutely, it meant everything to me, you know. But it's not so. It's still a big, important part of my life. But I like going places now. I like visiting the breweries and the towns and the cities and seeing the people behind it all. When I first started, it was just me drinking bottled ale in the kitchen for years and years. But now it's more the stuff that I'm doing in my life, I think. I'm looking forward to the cold nights and a decent porter. Simon Wood, yeah, absolutely. $10 super chat from the fantastic Joe Biden's Dentures. Cheers to the membership. Lifting a toast of the Brew Kettle Heritage Porter in a toast. Please consider joining us by becoming a member. Raise a glass. Stone the crows. Joe Biden's Dentures has paid a super chat asking, can we have Longling's in from the Arctic. Hey, Longling, how you doing? It's been a long time. Joe Biden's Dentures has paid a super chat to see if we can get a new member. There's a join button down below. If you can hit the join button down below, that means you will become a member, or you have the opportunity to become a member of the channel. It starts from as little as £1.99 per month. And it just helps us along our way with our little videos that we do, travelling, getting out there, seeing a bit of the world. It helps cover the cost of train fares and hotels and that sort of thing. But much appreciated. If somebody can hit that join button down below and become a member, I'm sure that would make me, and of course Joe Biden, who paid for this little sponsored speech, it'll make us a little bit happier. Hit the join button down below. Is Rheinbacher at 4.5% ABV in brown bottle still as good as the 5% that used to be? I used to like the Rheinbacher at 5%. Apparently, they moved production to France of the Rheinbacher, and it's not the same. Have you tried a new style called cold fermented IPA, becoming a popular style in Colorado? Nope. Cold fermented IPA, never tried it. I mean, it sounds fantastic. I'd like to have a go. Jody has gone off all the fashionable IPAs and variants of. I find myself drinking traditional beers and ales more and more, or more traditional style IPAs. Jody, same here. What did it for me was all the mango infused beers, all those mango. I was like, oh my god. It just put me off. It just completely put me off. I was like, I'm fed up with this. Fed up to the back teeth of mango puree and mango this and mango that in my beers, yeah. Beardy, hello Beardy, how you doing? I've not heard from you for a while. How you doing? Have I seen any rouge ales in Wales? Red ales in Rouge? I can't find any in the south coast, and my local bottle had a whole range. Oh, it's a shame, Beardy. I haven't seen them for ages, mate. To be honest, how are you anyway? You all right? How are you doing, Simon? If you were to brew an IPA, what style would it be and what hops? Right. For me, classic West Coast style double IPA with all the C's. Centennial, Cascade, Columbus, Chinook. All the C's IPA. Those blooming lovely old classic American hops. It's why I love Lord's Brewing Company. They do New World style, but gently. Yeah, Simon Wood, absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. I've been speaking to John recently. He rings me up. We have a chat. He's a lovely bloke. He wants to come and visit me in the next 2 weeks. He wants to come up with his family and he wants to spend a couple of days with me, which I said, of course, yeah, I really don't mind that. You come up. We'll have a few days together. I'll show you around Barbados. Can I recommend something of the same flavour and taste that it's similar to the old Rhinebeck at 5% ABV? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the Stein. What was that Stein beer I liked when I did the lager challenge? I did that Beer Expert Drinks a load of the supermarket. Steinhauser. Was it Steinhauser? That's for that comment there. Try Steinhauser in Aldi. It's lovely beer. Right, we got some more comments. Please re-review more classic Belgian Dutch beers. Greetings from the Netherlands, Tony. How you doing, Tony? Owen's Worm Farm is in. How you doing, Owen? How you doing? I want a good German lager for the... Joe Biden Stenches is saying to me in 91, dude, have you tried any of the Stone beers recently? They really fell off. It's awful, isn't it? You know, people who invested a lot of their time, a lot of their money in Stone, drinking their good beers, and they sold now, haven't they? They've sold off. It doesn't matter anymore, does it? They can just produce like mundane rubbish now, can't they? First I passed up on one of the Enjoy Buys. Yeah, the Enjoy Buy. We used to get that, the Enjoy Buy. Probably rubbish now, is it? Pretty good, pal. I picked up a bunch of Iron Maiden beers and home bargains. Having a few, Billy. Enjoy. I still remember the one live stream with John at Lord's Brewing Company. That was a great night. So he's a great guy. He's helped me so much. He's helped me so much along the way. He really has. He's been a real shoulder, you know. When you need him, phone him up. He'll give you an hour. He'll give you an hour over the phone. Just like that. He'll drop whatever he's doing and he'll give you an hour. And it's like absolutely incredible. We're talking about John from Lord's Brewing Company. Fabulous guy. Salt of the earth as well. Absolute salt of the earth. What is everyone drinking tonight? And have they hit the like button? Simon Wood. I'm gonna pause on the comments for a moment, and I'm gonna ask everybody Simon Wood's request. Can we do 200 likes? 200 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Come on, everybody. Hit the like button down below. 200 likes. We got 189, 191, 9 more likes to go, 193. Make that 7 more likes to go. 196 means it's 4 more likes to go. 4 more likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub for 200 likes. And there it is. As soon as I mention it, 200 likes. 202 likes. We are still going. So if you were in the process of wondering what I'm talking about here, There's a like button down below. If you hit that like button down below, we'll still go. We'll still go high and high and high. Hofbrau Oktoberfest beer, says Stephen. Good beer. Thank you for hitting the like button, everybody. All hail Lord's Brewing Company. Michael Richards. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He's a terrific guy. I don't see him so much on the live streams anymore. I mean, they're back to normal now. They're out there brewing their beers. They're doing 8 hours a day. So you probably won't see him so much on live streams anymore. But, you know, when we're all in that 2020 situation, pardon me, bowl of stew that was. He was with us. He was with us every single step of the way. He was watching, enjoying. Yeah. They've opened their bar, yeah, in the brewery. Owen's on the Guinness. Couldn't find anything more exciting. Bottle shops don't hold a good range here. That's a shame, Owen. Drinking a Lord's Chosen Man New World Bitter in a mini keg that may be too many. Simon Wood. I saw they opened it, but yeah, that was it. Isla White drinking one of the new Little Drops peanut brittle stout from Black Sheep. So, very quickly on this, I haven't bought all of the new Little craft beers. The reason being is a lot of these Little craft beers are re-releases. So if you want to see the brittle stout from Black Sheep, it's already on the channel. If you want to see the Imperial Stout from Monkey Nut or whatever they're called, Donkey Stone, then that's on the channel as well. Have a look on the channel for some of the beers. I've done a little short of the beers that I haven't done that I've picked up recently. Beer number 4 for Saw Lizard. Saw Lizard, you are outpacing me tonight, Saw Lizard. Hope everyone is well. Not been in the Stone Crow for a while. Good to be back. The Raven is in the Stone Crow. I love it. My favourite easy to find German supermarket beer, Warsteiner, honestly. Mr. Smell 1997. It's a tremendous beer. Warsteiner for me, oh, I love it. I totally agree with you. Morrison's, it's in the fridge. Morrison's have it in the fridge. They cool it down. Just fabulous. Absolutely brilliant. Hello, Mike. How you doing? Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well. Love the channel. Awesome. Well done, Mike. Thank you very much. Welcome, the Raven. And yes, it's the Stone Crow. The Stout King says, drinking Guinness clear. I have the situation. I wouldn't know if I had it or didn't have it. If I got a cold or something now, I don't know. I don't know. It's pointless going down this conversation, isn't it? It's pointless going down this road. Some people agree, some people disagree. If my wife's feeling ill, she'll test. And I'm like, what are you doing that for? Why are you doing that now? It's like, I'm not even gonna, I can't even talk about it, can I? Can't even talk about it. I found the whole situation very frustrating. Ross has been a member for 4 months. Have you tried Tinworks beer from the Nethle? I haven't, but I'll have to. Still people get in the situation, unfortunately. Michael, yeah, I suppose it's gonna, but people catch more of the flu in the winter as well, don't they? I mean, it's not for me to say, really, is it? It's not for me. I shouldn't talk about it because everybody's got different views on it. We've all got different views. We've all got different kind of ways of thinking. My wife as well. I had a nasty summer cold, but that's it. Simon, the Ylang Hershey's chocolate porter is out now. This year, Joe Biden's dentures. Oh, do you know what, Joe? I've been after that beer. I've been after that beer for so long. I've been after that beer for years. Where can I get it in the UK? I'd love to try that. Ylang chocolate porter. Hershey's chocolate porter. 60 degrees right now. Sitting out back with a cold beer and smoking a £10 of brisket. To me, a 91. Unbelievable. What a day. Last weekend. Oh, was it the fight last? I missed it. Was it Ben and Eubank last weekend? Oh yeah. Ross, 4 months membership. Thank you very much for the support. I hope I said that, by the way. There's so many comments coming through that if I do slightly come off subject, pull me back on subject. Thank you very much, Ross, for the 4 month support. We've all had it, yeah. Always like the Purple Moose Brewery in Wales. Bob 13, yeah. Another terrific brewery. Beer 2 for tonight. Iyengar Festmasen from last year. Best before May 22. Says it's still 90% fresh. Or you'd say it'll be fine. Iyengar Festmasen. Oh, yes. Nothing wrong with that. Giallo, nothing. Mr. Submarine. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Oh, did he? Oh, I don't follow much of that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The one thing I hope is that the office hero now stays at home when they are coughing and sneezing. Prior to this situation, so many people gave office have a cold, wanted to appear keen. Yeah, absolutely. Simon Wood, I totally agree. I need to send Simon a sip of sunshine. Oh, do you know that beer? Demir 91. That beer, sip of sunshine, has evaded me for the best part of 6 years. I started seeing that trending on Instagram about 6 or 7 years ago, and I thought I have to try that beer. It just looks amazing. Sounds amazing. It's sip of sunshine. Never got round to trying that beer. I'd love to try that. Lawson's Finest Liquids, I think they're called, are they? Lee W. Here he is. Simon, people that believe in the situation, no problem. People that don't believe in the situation, no problem. Do whatever you believe in. It's not that I don't believe in it. I definitely think something happened a couple of years ago now. It's difficult because I don't want to upset anyone. But I firmly believe that where we are right now, it's like a chain of events. You lock everything, it's difficult because I'm going to upset people. But I think even back then I was talking about we're going to have some kind of hellish recession after this situation. It's going to be bonkers. Everybody had their wages paid. You couldn't buy a shed. You couldn't buy a shed. So of course, shed makers banged their prices up. And then everybody else banged their price. And all of a sudden now we're living in this world of inflation madness. What the hell was that? And I just, I think it all leads back. It all leads back to coming back online, doesn't it? Everything coming back online. Look at the airports. I was in Schiphol. My goodness me. I was in Schiphol. They had queues of people waiting to go through the passport gate. And they had two two officers on, two passport officers. And they were in no rush. They were in no rush. They could see this massive queue. And there was people missing flights. And it was just, but it's because everybody left their jobs. Everyone's like, oh, everyone got laid off in the airline industry and nobody come back, did they? Everyone's like, oh, thanks for the paycheck. Off I go, job done. I'm not going back into that. I've been paid off now. I'll go and do another job. I'll go and do something else. I was thinking about leaving anyway. You know, that sort of attitude. But I don't want to say too much. I don't want to upset people because there is like, you know, heating oil, $659 for 1 month and going up. My goodness me. You know what doesn't upset people? The underground bunker, yeah. Come back from Tenerife a few weeks ago, pint of Amstel for €1, right on the beach. How can they do it? Not complaining, mind. Happy days, the Raven. Yeah, well, exactly, isn't it? Even if Simon, I've got the Stone Crow, is even open tonight, Paul Turvey. Iyengar don't brew bad beer. Joe Biden's dentures. Thanks. Yes, I'm fine. Dutch James Bond fan here. You like it? And what's your favourite film, movie, and actor? Sylvester Stallone, Rocky. Yeah, exactly, Simon Wood. I think I should move it back to the bunker, shouldn't I? I don't know what it's going to be yet. I don't know what it's going to be. See, I think you all know that this room, well, you can see the kitchen window there in the mirror. See, I don't know whether to put a proper roof on this with insulation and then knock, well, you're looking at it. If you look through that mirror, you'll see me pointing. I don't know whether to knock this out. It's that thick though. It's like flipping, it's about a foot thick. It's a big old wall. And it's going to need two RSJs. Two big steel RSJs. But I'm thinking of, you know, the kitchen there where I'm pointing. You can see the kitchen through the window in the mirror. Kitchen there, bar here, knock it out. One big room, insulated roof, ceiling, light coming in through the French doors. Back wall of the house there, maybe a set of bifolds or something like that. They seem to be all the rage at the moment. And then moving this whole bar, stroke studio, out into the bunker. I should have good sound out there. It'll be quiet. There won't be any washing machines spinning. There won't be any dogs barking. There won't be anything, because it'll be my bloody office, you know, it'll be my place. And I think that's what will eventually might happen out there. And then make this into like a double extended kitchen type thing, you know. So move all of the bar. The bar's screwed to the underside of the window. So grab all of the bar, drag it through, drag all the memorabilia and all of the bar taps and just drag it all that way. Maybe insulate that garden wall. Maybe put a bit of insulation on the garden wall there and just try, because it is cold out, yeah. It is cold. From November, I can just place all of my beers on that windowsill and they're just cold. They're just cold beer till April. So I have 4 months every year where I haven't got to put any beer in the fridge. It just sits on that little windowsill shelf. What it used to. It's a display now. And yeah, that might be the plan. Right, some more comments. No work tomorrow, beer heaven. Here I come. Cheers, everyone. Imagine Stallone as Bond. That would be an alternate universe indeed. He'd be a good Bond. You're my favourite YouTuber, my first time in a live. I'm sorry I never comment, but I will start to. But I'm always watching and liking. Isaac. Thank you very much, Isaac. I really appreciate it. And if I miss any comments, then I do apologise. Haha, I nearly let out a little wee. Well, so did I, Paul. Joe Biden's dentist, in all seriousness, the craft beering series has been an absolute home run for the channel. One of those cities is going to go viral. Mark my words. Do you think so? So, gonna be honest. I don't know how to gauge it. Cardiff, 22,000 views. Bang, just like that. Go to Prague, as we're speaking right now, 5,000 views. It's a bit of a head scratcher. It's a bit of a I'm like this, scratching my hairy head. Like, I can't gauge it myself because Cardiff did 22,000 views. Bristol did 28. Amazing beer city like Prague. I thought this may be a home run. I was, I'm not gonna stand back here and say that I wasn't thinking it. Of course I was thinking it. I was thinking Prague might be a bit of a smash hit, but at the moment, 2 days in, 5,000 views. I just don't know how. I don't know how YouTube works anymore. I just don't seem to know how it works. London's going to be a big event. I mean, I go to sleep the Prague video a lot. I love watching it. Solos are brilliant. The bigger the city, the more greater the views. People want to watch their hometowns. London would clean up. Marcus. Your hairstyle rocks, ma'am, says Steph. Sergio Martin says, I think more people cover Prague. That's why. Maybe you want to see. Maybe you want to see St. David's. Maybe you want to see Swansea. Maybe you want to see Bristol. Maybe you want to see Bath. Swindon. What a delight. Swindon was a delight. Swindon was brilliant. I loved Swindon because, and I'm going to be honest. Loads of people told me, don't go to Swindon. Swindon's a complete shithole. And I was like, the more people were telling me that, I wanted to go. I wanted to prove people wrong. I went to Swindon. I went down Devizes Road. They had 4 or 5 different craft beer bars. Happy days. It was wonderful. Absolutely. I had Wine Stefan in a Weiss beer glass in Swindon in a pub, and I was over the moon. Over the moon with Swindon. I've been to many places. I tell you, I've been to many places drinking beer. And you've got to get a taxi over here, you've got to get a bus over there, Swindon, apart from Markel's, which was out of the city, Swindon, all on Devizes Road. Everything was together. It was all together. One pub, next pub, next pub. It was like 4 or 5 different craft beer pubs in a row. Happy days. Happy days. Didn't have to get buses, trains, automobiles. It was all in one area. Walk back down to the station, train home. I love Swindon. I would go to Swindon like on a Saturday. I wake up on a Saturday, make myself a bacon sandwich, 9 o'clock in the morning, jump on a train to Swindon. You're there at 10, half 10. You walk down, you have your first pint 11 o'clock in the morning. Absolutely job done. job done. And you're all in that area. You're in that area. People can get to Cardiff, Preston, New Kit on the road. Good to see where you go to visit. Prague is nice, but not many folk will be travelling now. Time of year, lack of funds, etc. Billy McHugh, yeah. Honestly, mate, try some place like Swindon again. Places where maybe have a negative view on and point them wrong. Honestly, I think that's the way forward. The way forward, I think, is to show people that, hey, it's very easy. It's very, very easy in life to say, this place is a dump, you know? Very easy. I live in one of those places. And actually, there's miles of beaches, miles of docklands. There's loads to see around here. But everybody, you know, they turn their nose. I don't want to go to Barry. What do I want to go to Barry for? So it's incredible. It's easy. It's easy to slag someone off, you know. Hi Simon, love what you do. Enjoy watching your beer reviews, and we tried many beers based on your reviews. What is your favourite sour beer? That's a really difficult one, probably. Boonger's Mariage Parfait. Sounds all posh, doesn't it? So, get you coming to Scotland for a beer. Get yourself up for a couple of days. You're so Swindon to me. So, honestly, Swindon was great. It was great. You have an old video, you went to Poland, and that was always one of my favourite travel videos you have made. So this new series is great. Demir 91, I think I was like, there was trains going by, and I was drinking a beer with these industrial trains going by. I think I remember that video because that was like, yeah, that kind of very same thing, but didn't quite sharpen the axe, did I? Demir 91, I didn't quite know what I wanted back then, if that makes sense. I'm going to get to the super chat in a moment. There's so many comments to catch up on. Here it is. Simon Woods, £10 super chat from Simon Wood. Thank you very much. I think some people want to know more about what is close to you and more about your life. But a 20-minute vid in Kinsale, County Cork, in the Republic of Ireland would be great. Simon Wood, I'll write that down. We'll get there. We will get there, Simon Wood. We definitely will. When am I going to go to Scotland for a couple of beers? I've been to Edinburgh. Simon Martin, Prime Minister. I brewed a beer with Top Out Brewery. It was called Saison Simon, or so. I can't remember what the name of the beer was now. Top Out Brewery. Check it out. Go to Amsterdam and you can choose between Heineken and Amstel, says Michael Richards. There's some craft breweries. I think you've got Brewery de Molen in Amsterdam. There's some, you've got the duck or chickens, what are they called? There's a brewery based on like a bird. Oh, and yeah, Joe Biden's dentures. Reminding me. I'm so like in a very talkative mood tonight. Simon Wood, thank you so very much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. I love you to come to York, mate. The views will get views and the beer will get even more. Isaac, I was up there 2 years ago. I was in York 2 years ago. Amazing place. Amazing place. My 3 favourite Bond actors. Tony's talking about his Bond actors. Finally got my mead permit again. Thrilled. Nemerton Brewing. How are you guys doing? It's been ages. Hi Simon. Love the chat. Love the content. Favourite lager. Favourite lager is probably something like a Warsteiner. Of course, Budweiser Budvar. Great beer. I drank Pilsner Urquell in the Czech Republic. It was equally as good. Warsteiner, and the other one that I like, Kronbacher. I love a Kronbacher as well. You know, John's had his ears. John's ears have been burning because John's just come on with yo. I'm going to get that in a moment, but I'm going to get Jack Taylor's coming first. Hey Simon, saw you the other week at Cardiff Central. Just wanted to know your thoughts on why there aren't enough vegan beer choices, especially on the craft scene. I don't, Jack, I don't know. It should be more vegan. If they use the seaweed stuff, then it should be vegan, really. Right, John's ears have been burning. We've been talking about how lovely John is and how John's going to bring his family up to Wales in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to hang out and we're going to have fun. And I said how much of a lovely guy John is, and if I phoned John up in the week, he would give me an hour of his time, and he'd drop everything, and we'd talk for an hour, and he's great and he's wonderful. And then within 45 minutes, here's John. I'm going to get a beer. Trying to shut my fridge door. Right. I'm out of breath. I really am. Simon Wood, Lord's Brewing Company. I've been bigging you up. Oh yeah. Simon Wood is drinking. Now you're putting me on the spot now, Simon Wood. Simon Wood's drinking a keg of your beer, and for the life of me, I can't remember what the name of the keg of the beer. But Simon Wood's drinking a keg of Lord's Brewing Company at the Stone Crow tonight. And he said the only problem with the 5 litre mini keg is there's not enough beer in the mini keg. he wants 10 litres. Chosen Man. Simon Wood is drinking Chosen Man. John is quite an attractive man there. I said it. Joe Biden's dentist. I think John's very handsome. He is. Very handsome man. Danny, hi Simon. New to the live chat. When are you doing a new Blade keg review? Now, Danny, lots of people are asking that. I've got a couple of really busy weeks. Coming up over the next week or so. I will definitely, when I get back, probably early November, I will definitely in early November go and buy some Blade kegs and some Perfect Draft kegs. It's been so long since I bought any kegs for any beer machine. I've been really enjoying my city vids. Which, I mean, now John's on. I was in Huddersfield probably this time last year. We spent a couple of days in Huddersfield, then we had a day or so in Liverpool. So I reckon I could do the pubs, bars and breweries of Huddersfield, couldn't I? Who would like to see that on the channel? The pubs, bars and breweries of Huddersfield. We could go to John's Brewery. We could go to the Grove in Huddersfield. We could go to a few other bars in Huddersfield. It would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? And then we could probably move over to Leeds and Manchester and just spend a week up in Yorkshire. Have a week. Evening Simon, got Northern Monks Dark and Wild City Festival coming up in a few weeks. Can't wait. The Germinator. I hope you enjoy it. We need to firm up the date. Simon, wife and kids are well up for it. Oh, come down. Barry's all right. Barry's okay. Huddersfield. It says Joe Biden's there. It says Huddersfield. Steve Amelia says Huddersfield would be an amazing place. It is fab. I'm gonna bit of a secret, but I've had a few beers. I'm interviewing tomorrow a bit of a celebrity, a bit of a local legend in Salisbury. And I'm dead excited by this one. Tomorrow, up early, episode 11 of Craft Beer Inn, or whatever I call it these days, breweries, bars and pubs. But I'm interviewing, for me, he's a celebrity. Retired now. He's a retired man. He likes a pint. He's a big historian. I can't wait. Stone the Crows. That's all I gotta say. Stone the Crows. If any of you know Stone the Crows, where I got Stone the Crows from, I'm meeting him tomorrow. Awesome. Tom Jones. No. No, I'll tell you, I'll ask you guys a question. See if you can work. Let's do a bit of a quiz. Where did I get Stone the Crows from? Some of you will know. Where did I get Stone the Crows from? It was a hit Channel 4 series in the early 2000s. Time Team. Joe Biden's dentures is on to this one. Time Team. So I'm interviewing one of the Stone the Crows Time Team member. You told us in the MS Lager video. Time Team, yeah. Massive rains over the last 30 hours throughout country Victoria, Melbourne. All hell breaking loose with flooding. Enjoy your evening. I'm off to try and divert some water with the oh, blimey. Yeah, Time Team. Call that historian with a funny accent. Yeah, Ted Slaughter. Yeah. I'm looking forward to this interview. Jack Bandit, you got it. Jack Bandit has got it. Amy Ansel has got it as well. Stone the Crows. No. Simon Wood, yeah, I'm meeting him tomorrow. I'm meeting the very man himself tomorrow in Salisbury. I am dead excited. I am. I don't want to meet Tony. I don't care about Tony. Tony Angle said it first. I'm saying. I thought you were on about what's his name, Tony? What's his name? Baldrick. What's Baldrick's name? I can't remember him. I don't care about Baldrick. Phil Arden was the one. I'm meeting him tomorrow. I can't wait. Take your dinosaur boat. Yeah, I should, shouldn't I? I should take some of that stuff down with me and show. I'll say this has come out of my garden. I'm gonna do that. Simon Wood. Oh my God, I'm gonna give him that. Oh my goodness me, Simon Wood. I'm gonna take my dinosaur stuff. I'm gonna say, can you help me with this? I spoke to the Welsh Museum and and none of them want to know. None of them want to bloody know. Oh my goodness me. Taking some Flint. Yeah. How did you manage to set up this meeting? Well, the man likes a pint. And of course, because the man likes a pint, you just go down that little pint avenue, don't you? You know.
Oh.
I just found a way. I just found a way. And I'm really pleased I found it. I actually met him in the summer. I actually met him in the music festival in Salisbury back last summer. Oh, John has got a little project that's just come off. John has got a little project that's just come off. Oh, he's going to have to tell us now. I'll tell you all after Simon Wicked Cool News. Right, forget about my news. My news, I'll finish it off. Tomorrow, I'm interviewing Phil Harding from Time Team, and I'm dead excited. John, over to you, my friend. Over to you, John. You got some amazing news. Lord's Brewing Company. Come on, give us your news. It's been a real positive night, hasn't it? Where the stunk, I was thinking, I've ironed a shirt, Joe Biden's dentures. I've ironed a shirt and trousers and that sort of thing. But there's part of me, Stone Crow Virtual Pub, you know, he'd be like, what is going... I'm going to have to tell him. I say Stone the Crows every time I like a beer. And he'll go, oh yeah, where'd you get that from then? And I'll go, you. you mate. Right, wait for John's news. It must be big news because he's obviously typing something really long, or he's fallen asleep in his chair. Oh, yeah, it is. Here's John's news. So, does anyone remember the company Eagle GB, who made a modern version of the Jaguar E-Type? They were on Top Gear. I'm sorry. Oh, we had Top Shelf Craft Beer Reviews from members. He says, yep. He says, do you know what? I'm going to go for a pee. Shake Nas Nerd. I'm going to go for a pee, and John's going to talk to you about his news. I'll be back in a moment. I've just gone upstairs, gone for a wee. Hang on, I'll get my bit of crappy news out the way in a minute. Let's get to John's. Let's get to John's news. I'm drinking a big old can of Lervig from Salisbury's. Right, what's going on then? Let's go back. What's going on? So we're making a range of 3 handmade, unfiltered, double fermented bottled beers to match each of the cars. They will be ready for sale before Christmas. I'm going to go back. Okay, so the Eagle GB. John's going to make 3 beers from the Eagle GB, which is I don't know. I'm really sorry. Oh, I got some bad. Oh, it's awful, really. I'm like feeling a bit like deflated. So I went for a wee, come out the bathroom, and my wife wasn't sitting playing on her computer. And I was like, oh, where is she? So I see the towel stopping the rats coming in under the... My daughter's got pet rats. And so I've gone in there, and she's cradling one of her rats. One of her rats, about 2 years old. They don't live long, do they? They only live 18 months or so. 18 months, 2 years. It's dying in her hands, and my wife's like a bit teary, and Annabelle's crying her eyes out. The one that was just here an hour ago. About not even an hour. Yeah, about an hour ago. Yeah, she's holding a rat and it's dying in her hand. Oh God. Yeah, a bit sad. Sad, really. No fun losing a pet. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like, we got Loki, we got the cats, and we got rats. We got lots of animals, fish, and for me, it's tough for me because I don't really. When I was a kid, I loved all that. When I was a kid, we had dogs, we had budgerigars, we had all sorts of fish and stuff. But you kind of like. When you get older and busier, you don't have that same kind of affection. I don't think so on a personal level. But she's really, I didn't realise how much she loved these rats. She's crying her eyes out up there. Yeah, really sad. Not good to hear that. So I know she's okay. You're getting a beer advent calendar this year. I'll probably get a beer advent calendar if I can. Ryan McFarlane, didn't know you were on tonight, Simon. Take it, on tomorrow. Ryan, I'm filming tomorrow the next episode of Craft Beer In. Nemerton Brewing, we should do Merlin, Rapier and Celtic. I cried like hell. I didn't go to school when my cat died when I was young. Worldwide Ghost, yeah, I mean, yeah. It's a tough thing, isn't it? Poor kids with their animals. 2 cats and a German Shepherd is a non-stop hair fest or lizard. I mean, that's how I kind of see it now. Yeah. Kind of see it that way too. It's like constantly hoovering and cleaning up and sweeping and hairy jumpers. So I've been wearing my Lord's Brewing Company jumper all week. So John, in the next load of videos, you're going to see a load of Lord's Brewing Company jumper t-shirts. But I'm constantly like this, I'm constantly like that for like 20 minutes before the videos. And like, it's sad. It's sad, but you can do without it. I know I'm sounding a bit terrible now, aren't I? I'm sounding a bit like Darth Vader. But added some muscle fly. No, you know, you like you're flipping. Simon was yeah, exactly, yeah. They're clever things, though. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. They're clever. When they were young, they were really clever. The rats, they were really, really clever. Really clever things. Snowy, I think it was called. It's just the white one. We got a brown rat and a white rat. And the white one's dying now. But they would... So so they said, put your hand out. And normally we had hamsters, and the hamsters, they were monsters. Bite your blooming finger. So, of course, this rat was like twice the size of a hamster. So she said, put your hand out. I put my hand up, and the thing came up my arm, and I was like, turn away, and the thing was like nibbling at my ear. I was like, if that thing bites me, I'm gonna go mad. I'm gonna blooming lose it. Remember the blooming bird that was on? What was that crow thing that flew down biting my ear? Things like to bite my ear, you know. It's like, I don't know. But anyway, this rat ran at my arm and was like nibbling my ear and just sat on my shoulder, happy, just sat there happy, and I was like, you know, looking at this thing like. Clever. Rats are really blooming clever. Rats are very intelligent. One even pretends to him for a bit. Roland. Good old Roland, yeah. I remember it. Best rat memory I had was when I lived on Long Island. I visited Manhattan and was taking the subway and watched the rat drag a full slice of pizza up the stairs. Unbelievable, isn't it? I'm considered a hard man, but by many in my life. I cried like a baby when I had to put our cat of 14 years down. Yeah. Imagine Putin nibbling on your ear. Oh, God. I'm not sure I like that too much. Never some brewing. Yeah. Hopefully, Simon. Yep, and rats know where to get a free meal. Well, yeah, exactly. I believe Ben by Michael Jackson was about a rat. Kevin, get the rat mobile. Yeah. Rolling rat, yeah. Brennan will back with Brewery. Simon, really enjoyed the Budvar feature length video. Good to know. Can imagine, yeah. Can you eat them? Wow, we'll try, won't we? We're a bit tough. A bit old and tough. Oh, I don't know. Poor thing. She wants another. But I think I gotta be firm. She'll want another one. I've gotta be firm. She's gonna be doing her GCSEs now in a couple of years, and the aroma. It's the aroma when you go in the room. It's like, you know, it's like I can't do it. I can't deal with it. I struggle big time. I can't. I'm like, so they still don't open their curtains. So every morning I go in, open the curtains, and I'm like, oh God, you know. And they clean them all of the time. It's just rats. They're very pungent, and like. I can't. Like, oh, you're almost like wishing your life. I mean, kids grow up. I'm going to have any animals in the house. Like it's just like, just can't. Like you're either rubbing hair off your jumper, your black jumper, or you're running around the house. Like this. It's just. I'm tempted to pass miles too. Just not. Jack Banter. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I just like. I'd rather be without it. I'd rather be without it. My brother has ferrets and they stink like hell as well. Yeah, I don't. Some people they see past all that. I appreciate it. I appreciate that they see past all that and they love them and it's all part of the process and I get it. I'm not a stupid man, but me, I like a bit of an easy life, Rats and mice have no sphincter, so they are constantly leaking. Oh, yeah. You can imagine, it's like, no. I'm going to have to be tough. Makes me want to listen to Rat Race by the Specials. Nathan Rodriguez, will you be eating for a super chat? Alex Long, Simon, when are you cutting your bayonet? I feel your pain, yeah. I don't know. Didn't the rats screw you Europeans over with the whole bubonic plague thing? Probably, Joe Biden, yeah. Where is Loki? I ain't seen him in ages. He's here. He's old himself. He's old himself now, rolled up in the chair. Got an 18-year-old cat. 18-year-old cat that's similar, old, and just I just find it all, the whole thing. Like the biggest thing apart from all of that is when you want to go away, like you got to find someone to look after the dog and the gas. Like flipping, no, just pack your suitcase, lock the front door, off you go, ta-da. No, dogs and cats and rats and mice and fish and no. Animal lovers are watching this going, But as a parent, your loved one has lost a loved one and it doesn't matter what it is. This is an experience that you'll remember for years. Exactly, Simon Wood. Absolutely, exactly. My uncle Border Collie was 27 years old. That's probably a quarter of your life, if you're lucky. That's like a third of your life. That's mad. 27 years ago, when I had to put her down, poor Jenny Ray, she went blind and was no life for her. No, exactly. I totally agree. Matt, I think all blokes are the same. I think what blokes are good at is we accommodate very well. We're a bit of a pushover, aren't we? We'll accommodate, we'll bend, we'll live with it. We'll go, yeah, all right. And yeah, it's a tough one. It makes me look. It probably makes me look like Darth Vader. You're probably all watching it. He should play Darth Vader, that bloke. He's like some kind of craze. Yeah, he let him play the next Darth Vader. He'll push a button, that one, blow planets up. Yeah, he'll do it. Get him to play Darth Vader. Push that button on the Death Star. Yeah, he'll do it. He'll play Darth Vader. Wesley, my old black lab, Jack Taylor, Matt Williams. Yeah, anything for an easy life. Yeah, we're British, so we use strange humour to cope. 2 likes away from 250 likes. 250 likes. Hit the like button down below for 250 likes. Yeah, it was sad as my uncle loved the dog. Like she was his daughter. It did help the dog. Him, it did help. He fed the dog human food. I think it did. I give Loki everything. He has everything. The dog. My grandfather's friend parrot became seriously depressed and literal when he died. The parrot was around 60 years old. 60! 60 years. You're just gonna go on holiday. So lizard, yeah. Darth Vader with long hair. Am I going to drink some beer? Valadin, that's a blooming good idea, Valadin. Let's drink some beer. Yeah, what a life for the parrots is Joe Biden's measures. That's amazing. What a comparison. 60 years old. 60-year-old parrot. That's just bonkers, isn't it? Still waiting for the Lewis Capaldi pizza on food o'clock. Mike, I will get to it. I just don't know who Lewis Capaldi is. I've heard of him, but I don't understand why he's got a pizza in Iceland. So I might get around to it eventually, but because I don't know him, because I don't know what he does, I suppose he's a singer. He sounds like a singer, Lewis Capaldi. I got no real urgency to go and buy the pizza. It's a bit like Lewis Capaldi buying a real ale craft beer pizza. You probably wouldn't know who I was either. They're like the Galapagos turtle can live 200 years. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that, Joe Biden's dentures? Maybe next year the turtle will die. And then the next thing you know, next year the turtle will die. And then I get to go, just lock the front door, go away, no more animals in the house. Just got to find a turtle sitter for this year. And then the next thing you know, you're 85 years of age, the turtle haven't even lived half his age yet. And you're thinking, I don't want to go on holiday anymore because I can't deal with airports. But at the same time, you're thinking, that blooming turtle's still looking fresh in the face. And look at me. I'm like struggling on at 85 years of age. And there it goes, just like that. All those years you've gone, I can't go on holiday because I got to look after the turtle. Yeah. I can't go and see like Czech Republic, or can't go and see like Malta or anywhere else. I gotta stay, look after the turtle type of thing. The next thing you know, the turtle's outliving you. Can you imagine that? Oh my goodness me. Be horrendous, wouldn't it? Absolutely horrendous. Although our cat's 18. When I met Mel, she had the cat as a baby. And I'm a middle-aged man. I met Mel, I was still young. I was a young man when I met Mel. Young, just, the world's ahead of you and that sort of thing. Doesn't really know what you're going to do with your life. I'm 43, the cat's still alive. Still going. It's like, can you find a cat sitter for next week? It's like, fucking hell, how many fucking years does this cat want to live for? It's like, it's like, how many more years? How many more, like? Poor rat. Islander, we've got a young cat. We've got a young boy cat. And I swear. Our young boy cat, he's a monster. He's, I guess, shoulders. We got him on the street. He was wild. He was a baby. He'd already lived 3 months in the winter in the street as a baby. Pulled him in. He's semi-wild. Semi-wild. Love him. Absolutely love him. His name's Bear, the big white one. He's a monster. He does whatever he wants. He can, in the summer, when it's boiling hot, we don't see him. He'll come in, he'll have a little bite of his food, he'll go out for 4 days. We won't see him for 4 days. He'll be out summer. He won't come in. Semi-wild. Love him. Love him. In the winter, when it's cold, he comes in, has a bit of food, sleeps in his bed all night. I'll wake up in the morning, have a wee, and he'll watch me getting dressed. I get dressed in the bathroom. I put all my clothes over the bath. So I'll go in the morning, have a pee, in the morning, have a pee, underpants, socks, shorts, t-shirt, jumper. As soon as I put my jumper on, he starts getting out of bed. He starts stretching, getting out of bed. I put the taps on, wash my face with cold water, dry my face with a towel. He knows my routine. He knows my routine. As soon as I've dried my face with a towel, he starts making a meow. He starts meowing at me. Meow, meow. Pick him up, take him downstairs, throw him out the front door. He's asking to go out. I'll give him a cuddle on the way down, couple of smooths, chuck him out the front door. I may not see him for the rest of the day. He's gone. Daylight, he's out, the sun's out, whatever. He'll come in if it's raining. Totally independent. I flipping love it. Love it. He is my dream animal. Going on holiday, where's the cat? Is he in? Is he out? Can he look after himself? Yes, he bloody well can. That cat will live outside if he needs to for 4 days. Psh, no problem. He bosses all the other cats around in the street. There's cat ladies around here. They all put food out. He'll boss them. He'll go around and eat all their food. He'll boss the other cats around. He's King Daddy round here. And he'll eat all the cat ladies' food. So he's being fed, basically. We haven't even got to find a cat sitter. That's the type of animal. That's the type of animal I blooming love. He's great. He's great. I used to have a cat called George Washington. He lived for nearly 20 years. Old nicknamed Mr. No Ears because his ears curled up and his teeth fell out low. He was a Persian cat. Christine, yeah, I mean, our cat now, the old one, the old girl. Now the old girl never goes out. The old girl's a house cat. So she was born in a flat. So she was never used to going out. So in comparison, she's like, she needs attention all the time. She needs but she's deaf. She's deaf as a post. She's deaf as a post now. Can't hear a thing. You can shout Rah! In your ear and she just won't do anything. But she's needy. She's a needy one, you know. Another needy animal, like. Yeah. Anyway, enough about animals. That was a whole 45 minutes lost there, wasn't it? 260 likes. 260 likes. Hit the like button down below. Can we do 300 likes? 300 likes at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. Hit the like button down below. Yeah, well, it goes, yeah. Cheers from Sweden. Cheers from Sweden. Can we do 300 likes? Joe Biden's dentist. I have 3 kids. I'm sure 2 of them are feral. Exactly. John, happy days, isn't it? Let them out. Let them out. Hit the like button down below. Hit the like button down below. Come on, 300 likes. Hit the like button for 300 likes. Let's go. 268. 30 likes to go. Come on, 30 likes to go. Hit the like button down below. 30 likes to go. Let's go for it. Why not? Let's push. Let's push. As Jensen Button went on to his 2009 world title, he passed the Japanese driver Kobayashi. And as soon as he passed him, he went, let's go. Let's go. 271 likes, 29 likes to go. 29 likes to go at the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. More Vice beer. Jack Taylor, more Vice beer is in the fridge. I like my Vice beer these days. Wish I could have a cold one, but just getting over the old, worldwide ghost. That's a real shame. What's going on? Yeah. Bert was a much more exciting driver. Hamilton, I remember him at Honda. My favourite F1 driver was a man called James Hunt. He was cool. Christine. James Hunt. I only ever watched that movie that they made where they dramatise the whole thing. But yeah, James Hunt, I mean, get out the car. I want a cigarette. Give me a beer. You know? Normal people. I'm sure. I'm quite afraid of it, actually. I'm sure YouTube over the years is going to go the same way. You know, where we can't do these live pubs and we can't have a beer, and I think it's going to go down that same... Is it called Is the right one? Excuse me if I'm wrong, but is it gentrification? Is it like a gentrification? You know, like snooker players used to have a pint when they played snooker. Dart players used to have a pint when they played darts on the telly. I'm worried, like, you know, in the future, maybe 50 years from now, you know, people will be looking back. Look at that dinosaur there, drinking beer, talking to people on camera. Look at that old dinosaur. Look how the world's changed for the better. Can't drink on YouTube anymore. I do wonder if is it just sorry. I thought it might be called. Is it gentrification? I don't know, but maybe like the Formula. You look back when James Hunt got out of that Formula One car, and the first thing he wanted was a fag and a pint. That was normal back then. Absolutely normal. That's what they did. Now, looking back, they don't do that, do they? They get out, they wipe their foreheads, they have a glass of water, they get interviewed by Martin Brundle, and that's it, you know. That's it. They go backstage, they drink another glass of water, and then they're probably on the aeroplane, like, on the way back having a beer. Which, of course, is absolutely wonderful. But I just wondered if YouTube's going to do the same thing, you know? They snort on kickoff. Yeah. You got to wonder, haven't you? You got to wonder if YouTube might one day go down the same route of, like... Is the word gentrification, is it the right word? I don't know. You guys help me out. Just been to Stewart's for pizza and beer. Just had an amazing wheat beer at the brewery. Full of flavour. Need to come to Edinburgh. Visit Stewart's and top out again. Mark Fraser, I will do. Joe Biden's Adventures, you have cool stuff like NASCAR and jet boats. You're going to watch season 2 of Clarkson's Farm. Demir, yes, I will when it's out, yeah. Get going, Pryce on your channel. Talk about beer and darts. Get Pryce. Oh, he's that big bloke who plays darts in Wales, isn't he? John, you need to come over and spend some time in the US. I read the one by Simon Wood there. Off camera, yeah. Can't watch F1 nowadays. I call it safe racing. Oh, yeah, it's a bit shit, isn't it? It is a bit shit. Formula One now. No one ever has accidents anymore. If they do, they always walk away. But yeah, yeah, clinical, yeah. They all know their interviews, don't they? They all know how to interview. They're all practiced. I think it's part of their education. Footballers, Formula One drivers, how to conduct an interview. How to conduct an interview is probably just as important as how to kick a football or how to drive a Formula One car. How to conduct an interview. And it's a bit of a sad world, isn't it, when like it's all so like there's been domestos poured everywhere. There's been everything's bleached. Everything's like, oh yeah, but I know where you're going with that question, so I'm gonna like come back with but I don't want to upset the other team, or I don't know, like, yeah, right. You know, back in the day, they would, wouldn't they? James Hunt, he'd punch a marshal, he'd have a fag, he'd drink a beer, he'd call the other people whatever they deserve to be called, and that was it. These days, it's all like, oh, so Lewis, what do you think about Red Bull? Oh, well, they did what they had to do, and I don't really agree with it, but and it's all a bit like, just call them a bunch of guns, That's what I think in life. That's what I think. I happen to like the environment when everyone is different, and some of us are not necessarily like this utopian flatline bullshit is making things. But Rich, honestly, yeah, exactly. You hit the nail on the head, haven't you? But it's a Thursday, says Callum. Spitfire Callum. Nelson Piquet using karate on another driver. That was hilarious. Too much money and sponsors involved in sports. Agreed. So a lot of us do. We need to come up with like plan B, don't we? Plan B way of living. A plan B way of living where a footballer will punch another footballer, or call another footballer at least call him at. He kicked me, broke my leg. It's like Alan Ramsey, when Alan Ramsey broke his leg by Ryan Shawcross. Horrendous, absolutely horrendous. The next thing you know, they're interviewing. It was just, he didn't mean it. He's a lovely guy. We've been out since, took his wife, me, we went out for a meal. Deep down, he's thinking, that fucking bastard broke my leg by, he comes steaming into me. Broke my leg and wrecked my career. He was never the same player, was he? Ramsey after that, but you never heard him being honest, saying what a complete whack of a man for breaking my bloody leg. You don't hear it, do you? You don't hear the truth. Edging towards running on Hunger Games. Yeah, exactly, absolutely. I'm always old F1 videos on YouTube. The new stuff is just rubbish. No engine sound. What happened to the V10 engine screaming? Oh, Christine, yeah. Unbelievable, yeah. The loonies, yeah. I got it. Unfortunately, where are we? 9:20. I got to go for another wee. I broke the seal. I've broken the seal, everybody. Schumacher went after Coulthard after the Belgian GP, when he went into the back of yes, Matt Williams. I thought it was brilliant. I remember that. You wouldn't see it these days, would you? You wouldn't see it. You'd almost, like, this day and age, you'd almost see a handshake. It'd be like, oh, well done. You just smashed into the back of my car. ruin my world championship, but I'm going to shake your hand, you know. Well, very well done, sir. That sort of thing. You need to come to an NHL game and sit down by the glass. These guys will trash talk back and forth whole game. No room for hurt feelings in the NHL. I'd love to go and see that. 180 Lord's Brewing Company. Well, no, I haven't gone that quick. I've done similar speeds, but not that quick. they were the days as well, weren't they? Where there's no cameras on the motorways. Yeah, I remember being at the F1 boat racing in Bristol. The engine made your body vibrate. Simon Wood, I bet it was amazing. Right, I'm gonna go for a wee, drink this, get another pint, and I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right, 140 people in. I'm gonna. Germany has terrible car accidents in the past. Most of those speeds are insane. What did everyone think of the new Queen song? Oh, I'm doing it. New one? So I was a little bit longer than I normally am. Just checked on Annabelle. they put it in a box with paper, and they'd all just sitting around it. Yeah. It's not new, it's supposed to be on the Miracle Almanac, but unreleased due to quality of the good. As a son. Yeah. I'm yeah. It's the youngsters, isn't it? Alice, €10 super chat. Thank you very much, Alice. I really appreciate it. Cheers. Thank you. Yeah, they had a clear roads and spot us on bridges and all walkie-talkie. So, good evening. I will say, now we're talking about racing. Joel Morris with a £1.79 super chat. Simon, are you reviewing the Fuller's 2022 Vintage Ale? I suppose that is in Waitrose. Yeah, I'll try and find it. I'll try and find it on Waitrose. Exactly. Safe journey. Exactly. Yeah. Those massive engines. Right. So, what I want to say is, does anybody remember what happened? You know, we're just talking about marshals in Formula One. Does anybody remember what happened to the only Welsh Formula One driver? My goodness me, he was quick. He was a quick driver. But does anybody know what happened to the Welsh Formula One? The only Welsh Formula One driver. It was one of those like freak Tom Pryce. Yeah, Tom Pryce. So quick. Christine, you know your Formula One. You know your Formula One. Tom Pryce was a very quick. He had a problem with leaks. Oh. So for whatever reason, he ended up at the back of the grid for the start of the Formula One. The race started, and he was trying to make his way through the field, and a fire broke out with one of the cars. So a marshal ran across the road with a fire extinguisher and didn't hear a Formula One car coming. So as he's running across the road with the fire extinguisher, up over the bridge of the hill comes Tom Pryce at something like 180 miles an hour. And as the guy's crossing the road with the fire extinguisher, Tom Pryce, and unfortunately, his head hit the blooming fire extinguisher. So Tom Pryce died instantly. Yeah. Put in Tom Pryce accident. I think it cut the marshal in half. I think the marshal was cut in half. The fire extinguisher was found something like 600 meters away, smashed through somebody's windscreen in the car park of the circuit. The car park of the circuit. That's where the fire extinguisher landed. The marshal was cut in half, and Tom Pryce, the only... Do you know what I say in life? And forgive me for this. If the Irish get all of the luck, the Welsh get none of it. I'll always say that. Unfortunately so. So I will always say, if the Irish get all of the luck, the Welsh get none of it. You know, there's always a flip-flop in there. Irish luck, Welsh No luck whatsoever. So our only Formula One driver cut a mast in half. The fire extinguisher ended up in the car park 600 metres away. And Tom Pryce died on impact. Completely dead on impact. The South African GP of 1977. Yeah, it was on the BBC. I watched it on the BBC. So the BBC did like a local thing, talking about local legends, and Tom Pryce was one of them. The only ever Welsh Formula One driver. It's on YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. You can slow it down and everything, and watch all the gore and mayhem. Twilight Zone Vic Morrow accent. I don't remember that one, Steve Amelia. Went out for a meal last night, had venison. It was very nice, but a bit dear. Ryan, I like that. Oh, I love racing. I just love, I'm too old now, but I still take racing lines. When I drive the kids to school, my kids observe my driving style. So if I'm driving down the road and I'll come across somebody in the middle of the road driving at 20 miles an hour, the first thing I'll do is dive down the inside. There's curbs, there's pavements and whatever, but I'll dive down. I'll have a look. I'll have a look down the inside, then I'll have a look down the outside, and my kids are like this. Oh, Dad, not again, you know? Every day, you know? Racing lines. Dad, you're taking different lines. Dad, you're driving differently to everyone else on the road. I'm like, well, I've been watching Formula One for like 30 years. Forgive me for taking racing lines, you know, straight lining roundabouts, you know, and that sort of thing. What's happened to Trav? What's happening? Hey, buddy, I've just sent you some photos of the flooding in our area. Hopefully you're okay, Travis, hopefully you are okay. Michael Richards, 1973 Dutch GP, Roger Williamson. Oh, yeah. It is, it is. I was reading someone's comment then, Paul Turvey's comment. I wasn't going, yeah. I wasn't laughing. Simon drives a mean go-kart. There is a video on the channel of him overtaking two the drivers in a corner. Joe Biden, yeah, I love it. So I'll tell you that story if you like. We're at that stage of the night where we're just telling stories anyway. So I went down to Heatherton Raceway Joe Biden was about 4 years ago now. And there was these guys, they were holding their helmet under their arms and they had their overalls on and they were looking a bit like serious. They were like, you know, and then they were talking, I'm going to take this corner like this, I'm going to take this corner like that, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And I sat there quietly. Thinking, these guys know what they're talking about. These guys, they really know what they're talking about. I'm going to have to take this really seriously. So I'm thinking, first thing I need to do, first lap, rip the tyres up. Get some heat in the tyres. First thing I'm going to do, get some heat in my tyres. And I'm going to try and pass these people that clearly know what they're talking about. They were talking everything that I would talk about. but they were a family. They were a family of people, and they must have been a family of Formula One fans, talking racing lines and how to overtake, how to undercut, how to kind of like not soar in the wheel, and they were talking all the great stuff. So I put my helmet on, and I was thinking, I'm gonna have a blooming right old race here. These guys really know what they're talking about. I'm gonna have to really go for this. So I went out. Unfortunately, I was at the back as well. I started at the back, so they all went out. Bit of a laugh. The guys like ushering you, go, and you can go, and now you can go, and now you can go. It wasn't like a 3, 2, 1. Brrr, everyone's like roaring off. He was like leading people out one at a time. So by the time I started, I must have been about 20 seconds behind these people. So by the first corner, I went banging down the main straight. By the first corner, I took 2 cars. Took 2 cars by the first corner. Warmed my tyres up. I passed everybody. By the second lap. Everybody by the second lap. I was passing cars for fun. And I kept my, I was in that mood then. I was locked in that mindset of undertaking, overtaking, passing. And I went round, we did about 10 laps. In the 10 laps, I overtook everybody 5 times. So I was overtaking everybody on that track every second lap. Flying. By the end, my tyres were boiling hot, and I was just flying. I was absolutely loving it. So I was quiet going in. So I didn't say nothing going in. I was thinking these guys are, they know what they're talking about. But I was quiet going out. So we went into this room, helmets off, overalls off, and as we were doing, I just stayed quiet. I didn't like, look at me, I didn't do any of that. I just quietly undid my helmet and undid my overalls, and I was about to leave, and they all went, well done. And that was it. There was no like me turning to them going, that sort of, nothing crazy, nothing. I think it was just that was it. I loved it. I loved it because you just wonder in life, don't you? You just wonder. John's just mentioned Ayrton Senna there. You just like. John mentioned Ayrton Senna. Has anybody put in? Do it right now. I don't care if you leave my channel to do it right now. But Google or put into YouTube. I do it probably once a month because of the V10s, how loud they were and how amazing they were. Put in Senna Monaco into YouTube. Senna Monaco. You see the Honda steering wheel, and you'll see this guy, honestly, dancing. He is literally dancing this car around Monaco. And it brings tears to your eyes. It makes your spine tingle. It makes all the hairs on your arms come up. I flipping love it. Senna, at times in Monaco, was 2 seconds a lap faster than anybody else in Monaco. And that for me is total genius. If you ever want to meet a genius in life, if you ever want to, it's a beautiful thing to watch Ayrton Senna at Monaco flying. Absolutely. Any more he's in the wall, any less he's just another racing driver. He was in that point, that little kind of bubble. It was fantastic. Ayrton Senna in Monaco, terrific. Stephen Miller, yeah, absolutely danced. You know that Brazilian jig, that Brazilian rhythm, that Brazilian. Ayrton Senna had that in a Formula One car. You don't. Another thing as well with Formula One, I'll be quick because I know a lot of you don't like it, Formula One, but lots of you do. Is that Formula One is designed these days that if you overdo the tyres burn off and you've got to come in for a new set of tyres, and it's all very pedestrian. It's all very like. I'm sure they can build a set of tyres, the Samba, yeah, that Samba. I'm sure they can build a set of tyres that can last the whole, or at least just come in once for a new set of tyres. If you push too much, if you don't push enough, it's all very much, it's a controlled environment, isn't it? It's like you're punished. If you were Ayrton Senna, in today's Formula One, he would feel punished, wouldn't he? For doing the Samba, for maybe letting the back of the car slip out a little bit, or do a Norwegian flick, or do something different. If you watch, yeah, Simon Wood, yeah, absolutely, it's too scientific. If you watch Formula One cars these days, they're all taking the same line. They're all doing the same thing. It's all a bit frustrating. You want a tyre that can hang on to the very end and let the people with great ability drive the car to that same great ability. Your Lewis Hamiltons, your Fernando Alonso's. In his day, I don't think Fernando Alonso, I don't think he's too old now for me personally. Aston Martin giving Fernando Alonso a 2-year contract for me is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous thing to do. He might pull one lap out of the bag. He's a bit of a genius like that in qualifying. But in a full 1.5 hour, 1 hour 45 race, I think Fernando Alonso, I just cannot imagine myself doing that at his age, because I'm that age myself. The problem is the tyres, I suspect the FA asked them to make them too. Yeah, I suppose, well, exactly, John. Exactly, that's probably my point. Is that if you try and be a bit yourself in a Formula One car, the tyres are gone. Tyres are, ridiculous, really. I'd say put a set of intermediates on. Put a set of inters on. Burn down to the make 'em blooming slicks, and then light them up. That's what I did. I think Jensen did that, didn't he? Didn't Jensen burn through? Or was it Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton burnt through a set of inters until they were slicks. And the tyres come alive. I think it might have been Lewis Hamilton that did that about 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah. No bar snacks. Sorry, I'm trying a lot of I love racing. A lot of racing tonight. Sorry. Oh yeah, Roland. Yeah, it was. You see Senna, when Roland Ratzenberger died, you see Senna going, oh, you see Senna doing this. And then Senna died the next day. Just unbelievable. Same weekend, two great drivers. Well, what are they going to do with Red Bull? I think there's a lot of people who are giving up on Formula One now, and they're giving up on Formula One because it's just not very kind of like ruled properly, is it? It's all a bit like, you know, do what you want in terms of, well. Oh yeah, the British Grand. He won the race when his tyres went bang. Yeah. Paul Turvey, Jules behind. Yeah, I mean the Japanese Grand Prix on the weekend where they had the tractor on the track. Insane. Absolutely flipping insane. Unbelievable. Simon Wood, I kind of agree with that. I do definitely agree with that. It was definitely a TV thing. I think there's only going to be a certain amount of people who are going to want to pay for it. He was a great driver, yeah. Eddie Van Halen. Oh, another thing, I tell you what, we'll move on to another subject. Another subject entirely. So, whilst I was in Norway, I was in the wonderful Bergen in Norway. I stayed with Rune, and I couldn't help but notice that Rune had a collection, a rather large collection of vintage record players. Loads of Bang & Olufsens, loads of like Tandbergs, loads of all of this stuff everywhere. And I had to ask him, I said, Rune, what's with all of these old record players? He said, they're about to be the next big thing. He said, you know when people buy Rolex watches to watch the Rolex watch go up in price? Sam K, been a member for 20 months. Lifeboat, keeping us afloat. Thank you so very much, Sam K. Really appreciate it. So Rune said to me, 1970s, 1980s, Bang & Olufsen and Tandbergs and all these old record players, they're going up in value. He said, but there's a lot of old people out there who've realised what Gumtree is and eBay, and they're putting out these old Bang & Olufsens thinking that they're worthless. They're putting them out there for like 30 quid, 40 quid. I was like, no, I'm talking like wonderful stainless steel record players, beautiful pieces of equipment, you know, BO centers from Bang & Olufsen, lovely bits of kit. I mean, back in the day, it would have cost you hundreds and hundreds of pounds to buy this brand new. So the older generation who've had these things for like 40, 50 years are now putting them on eBay for pennies, and they don't realise what they got. So Rune's got like stacks of these old Bang & Olufsens and he said, mark my words, he said, mark my words, these are going to go any minute now, these are going to go flying up in price. So I get home and I'm bored one afternoon and I Google Gumtree or whatever, eBay, and I found this old amp, this old Bang & Olufsen amp and two speakers. And I thought, it is quite a nice thing to do this. I can clean it up myself. I can fix it up myself. So I bought an amp and I bought a set of speakers. Then I went to the flea market. I went to the flea market in Cardiff, like a second-hand place. And I bought a Bio Centre for 40 quid. Some guy was like, yeah, 40 quid, you can have it. On eBay. Yeah, 40 quid, have this thing for 40 quid. So he said the tape deck's not working. So I got on the phone to Rooney, video call, and he said, no problem. He said, the tape deck's not working. He said, they're rubber bands. After 40 years, the rubber band wears out and snaps. It opens up. These Bio centers from Bang & Olufsen, they open up like car bonnets. So they open up on hydraulics. So you basically undo a couple of screws on the bottom and it lifts up on a hydraulic. This is how cool this stuff is. So you open it up, it goes psh, and then you can work on this old Bio Centre, which has got a record player, and it's got a tape deck and a tuner and an amp, all built into one. And he said, all you do, he said, you take away the old rubber that's disintegrated, take away all the old rubber, put a new belt on the tape player. Bob's your uncle, he said. You got a fully working Bio Centre. Put it back on eBay. He said, put it up for a few £100 because the tape deck's working. And I was like, no way, really? Is this really a thing? It's a bloody thing. Literally, tape decks, the rubber band is rotting. Take the rubber band out, put a new rubber band in, tape deck's working again, sell it for more money. Unbelievable. Isn't that unbelievable? Is there anybody into that kind of stuff on eBay? But Rooney in Norway saying he's convinced this is going to be the next big thing. I love this, but I feel a bit like out of the conversation. I've not been reading comments for a while. I'm like, well, all into it now. Yeah. I have a worrying addiction to Casio watches. I bought 2 today. John, again. John, all this old tech that nobody wants, I'm pretty sure one day it's going to go flipping bonkers. Pretty sure of it. Pretty sure. If I want to tell the time, I don't wear a watch. I used to wear a watch. I grab out my iPhone. If I want to watch a movie, I don't go and grab a cassette or a CD. I generally watch it on my phone. If I want to do anything in life these days, it's generally on a mobile phone. And I think, and I've got a nagging thing here, a nagging itch, that there's going to come a time where people are going to go, oh, I want something different from life. I want a Casio watch. Or I want to play a record, or I want to play a CD, or I want to play a tape deck. And all of these things are not made anymore. And all of these things are continuously being thrown into the skip. And, well, there you go, picked up 2 G-Shocks for £25 each. Honestly, I think that we're not far away from that point where people go, I don't just want a mobile phone to tell the time, to watch a video, to listen to music, to read the internet, to read the newspaper. I think people will slowly but surely revert back to, I want some older tech. But the thing is with older tech, it's not being made anymore. My wife, 2 weeks ago, bought a Denon CD player. A Denon CD player for £25. £25 for a Denon CD player. Honestly, I said to her, stick that under your bed, forget about it. 10 years time, 20 years time, when this whole rage for CDs, it's going to happen because life goes round in cycles, believe it or not. That'll be worth a flipping fortune. And somebody will say to you, how much do you pay for that? And she'll say, 25 quid. And they'll go, shut up. Yeah, that's my view of things. Nobody wants CD players, tape players, record players. I honestly think. Classic scientific calculator. Watch. They're worth a crap ton, yeah. Frank Zappa, yeah. I'm listening to you through an old Technics amp with 5 speakers and a sub. John! I'm going to go really deep so the sub starts bouncing. Boom, boom, boom. No, but honestly, brilliant. Oh, pretty girl. Ugly attitude. We're in Cardiff. Wow. I can be anywhere. Anywhere. I'm in Wembley. Oh, you in Wembley? Oh, just a few miles away. I'm a married man. But you know what happens to a married man? Things slide. Do I drink spirits, Gary? No. It's about time, old watches. Something. I'm in Wembley. Oh, God. I love it. Pretty girls, ugly attitude. Thought I'd join with a can of Goose Island, says Neil. Hello, Neil Smith. How are you doing? Simon, you crack me up. I got a wink. Pretty guy, girl, ugly attitude. Hey, baby. Derek, my local bottle shop has a new Lerwick beer in stock. A Canadian Lunch Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout, 14.1% ABV. Buy at £20. Oh, it's an advert. I'm reading out an advert, yeah. Buy it now. £2 for 75 mil. John from Lodz, he knows. John's like, oh God, what's the matter with you? I'm having a bit of fun, that's all. Drinking Brewdog's Rattle and Rum, it's a banger. Vinyl CDs, tapes are all in, have been for some of us. I never went away. Stephen Crawford, yeah. Bit old for me. What do you mean a bit old for you? What do you mean I'm a bit old for you? Look what you mean. I'm a bit old. Jesus, God damn. Some of these youngsters these days, they walk down, McDonald's hanging out their face. 16 McDonald's, you know, like walking around like in tubs of margarine. 43 years of age, heavyweight champion of the world. I'm never over anyone. Nigel Mansell, yeah, with a moustache. My neighbour probably think I'm crazy. I'm laughing so much. Hey, it's a laugh, isn't it? It's a laugh. I'm not serious. I'm having a laugh too. I'm happily married. I'm absolutely flipping happy as laddie. I am. Big fan of weddings. I've had 3 so far. It's Joe Biden's dentures. Been to the Robin Hood Beer Festival, Trent Bridge. Oh, can you believe? And a 23% beer. Nigel Mansell. Not like fine wine. Kind of more like a bottle of Pepsi from 83. Oh, fireworks going off around here. People got loads of money throwing up into the sky. You know, so we get bombarded. I'm going to be honest with you. Pretty girl, ugly attitude. We get bombarded sometimes with these like fake XXX, like, and they come on, they're spamming. It's like spam, and you know it's like crazy spam crap going on, and you're like, I'm not even gonna entertain it. But oh, hang on a minute. I'm not getting political. I won't get. I was just about to have a bit of a laugh with you, and then you got all political. No, I'm not getting political. No way. No, I couldn't care less. They're all the same. So I'm never changing. John from Lords. Right, where are we? It is 2 minutes past 10. I have got a big day tomorrow. I've got a big day, so I'm going to call it quits tonight. If you guys are okay with that, I'm going to call it quits. I got a big day. Yeah. Yeah, let's not get political. I got a big day tomorrow. I'm going down to Salisbury. I got a big meeting with a really important person, and I'm going to have some great fun. So I'm going to go. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. I'm dying for a pee anyway again. By the time I have a pee, come back down, and I might as well say thank you very much. So episode 11 of our travel series is being filmed tomorrow. It will be released, hence why we're live tonight and not tomorrow night. I'll be back. Simon Wood with a £5 super chat. Unbelievable. Great night, Simon. Thank everyone. Stone the Crows, £5 super chat. Simon Wood, thank you so very much. So yeah, we're live tonight, hence not live tomorrow night, because we're doing a lot of filming tomorrow, and a bit of drinking tomorrow. So the next live will be in probably a week's time, something like that. A week or so's time. Stone the Crows. I love you all so very much. I really do. You guys, honestly, you make this channel. Of course you do, because you watch. I know that sounds bloody obvious, but in the lives, in the comments, all of it is just tremendous. I'm going tomorrow to film the next episode of Beers and Breweries of Salisbury. It'll be out either Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I hope you like it. But for now, Stone the Crows, boom, and cheers.